Hey there, you sexy beasts. CT Macro back again, and we are on part 3 of What Remains of Edith Finch. And I can't wait to finish this. I recorded the first 2 parts in one sitting. Unfortunately, I started it late at night, so I had to stop, go to bed, but doing this first thing in the morning, without even my cup of coffee hitting, I don't even think I'm quite awake yet, but, what we got left? Oh, where's the button? There we go. See, we got Lewis, Milton, and I'm hoping we find Edie at some point later on so that I can get, like, the full family tree, but... yeah, this video is almost done, so... oh wait, we also missed Dawn, too. Haven't gotten to her yet. So... I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna take a drink of coffee here. And we're gonna get our asses going. Hold on one second. Okay. Let's do this. Milton.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Can I just say it's really weird that the mom went and just friggin' sealed off every damn room? Oh, I go up there. Possibly. Oh, okay. Let's see, don't tell me I can't go into Milton's room. And yes, I am walking around the whole thing, because I'm an explorer. I like to find everything. My God. Imagine living in this house. That was your room. You wake up in the morning, open the window, and you get that. Jesus. There we go. Let's go, Edith. Whoa, did this kid design that?
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
If Milton was a little kid when he disappeared, holy shit, did this kid have some talent? Oh, and this is his work studio? I am super envious of this kid. So if this takes place in 2010, and he was born in 1992, what's my math make? 8. He'd be 18.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh, dude, is it a flip book? There we go. Alright.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
We don't get anything about that other than he just disappeared one day? Like, No lead up? Okay. Well.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. She sealed the doors.
Oh my goodness, sorry about that. Holy Jesus. That damn near
Whatever
killed
Milton
me.
had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Dude, I hope we don't fucking find Milton's, like, dead body in this game. That would take a wicked dark turn.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Have a boat?
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
It looks like I've got 1, 2, 3 or 4 more stages.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
It's like Lewis was a bit of a pothead. Anyways, what did that say? 88 to 2000. Oh, is 22? Maybe? I don't know if I told you guys this, but my math is awful. Here we go. Oh, damn. This house is nuts. Oh, oops. Gotta do some work there, CT.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
It smells like the marijuana. No, don't get out. Damn it, Edith. All I wanted to do was turn around, not walk back up. There you go. Now I can turn around.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
Ooh. Someone rocking the Super Nintendo? Oh, sorry. A Wonderland.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
At least he graduated high school. Oh, wait, she even said that. Dude. Look at this setup. The Red King's Dreams. Oh, he was a dude who worked at the cannery.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh, this is...
He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
Oh god,
His
if I had
mind
to do
began
this all
to-
day, I'd do the same thing. His mind began
Wander.
to Oh.
I asked him to describe
This is
it.
annoying.
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
I'm trying to do two things at once here. This is
Then something
annoying as
moved.
shit.
Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had
Okay,
hoped
now
he'd
you're
find
just
himself.
in my way.
But he found something more. I worried about him then, daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him
He's
go on.
bored as shit. Oops.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
I like
He
it.
built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Right, now I'm getting distracted.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
Whoop. Oh, it's
St.
the
Louis.
Titanic. I hate to tell you, that's already
He
been
started
taken there,
drifting away
Lewis.
from our reality.
God, this boat steers awful.
Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his
Uh-oh.
mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for
Sinister serpents.
sinister serpents.
This whole fish thing's getting annoying.
Followed the sound of her
Electric guitar, baby.
electric sitar.
Sitar. Oops.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Jesus. 3 fishing. God.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
I'm still Lewis.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Ew. This place is gross.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Vassar
queen
Lewis?
waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
Oh no.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Did he stick his head in the chopper?
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Man. I'm not trusting the
On the way
architecture
back
here
from
now.
Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Oh, those are missing persons for Milton.
I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
Oh, this must be Edith's place. Kind of a shithole compared to the rest.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Oh, this must be Dawn. Never mind. Yep. Sorry, I just don't want to miss anything, so I'm like super exploring around. Alright, so her dad's name was Sanjay Kumar. Again, I don't want to miss anything, so taking one more peek around. Then heading upstairs. Alright.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
So did I... No, Edith. Alright, so... Okay.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
The thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Oh, we walked into the original house?
And last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
Hey.
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
Oh, haha, I get the controller.
We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Wait, Edith died? Holy Jesus. Okay, so I'm gonna let the credits roll for a bit, and I'm probably gonna ramble for a bit. Am I kidding? I'm definitely probably gonna be rambling. But anyways, I think we all at one point have a picture like that. Like an achievement, finished all stories. So I guess I didn't miss anything, but it looked like I didn't get everyone in the book. Anyways, yeah, so that's What Remains of Edith Finch. I enjoyed that way more than I thought I would. I mean, I'd heard that it was a good game, and I heard what it was about. Excuse me. You know, I listened to a podcast. They'd mentioned about video games. They'd mentioned it in passing, saying how it was surprisingly good. And they weren't lying. I really liked the art style. The storytelling was incredible. I think the only thing I really didn't like was the Lewis one, just because that was a pain in the ass. Trying to multitask moving him around while killing the fish. Sorry, coffee. But oh, that was weird. I just got an achievement for seeing one of the developers' names in the credits. I'll probably just let this keep going then, but anyways, I know I say this every time, but I definitely do want to try and keep putting more content up on the channel. Hopefully I sound a lot better. I actually think I figured out how to work my microphone volume, so I shouldn't be so damn quiet when talking during these games, because that's one of the things I disliked was couldn't hear a damn word I was saying whenever I did one of these videos. But, like I said, hopefully I've got it all fixed. Like a big dumb dummy, I haven't gone back and checked any of these videos yet. But where was I going with this? Oh yeah, I do want to do more content. So I'm not sure what game I'm going to be doing next. I got a couple of new ones, Vampire and Hellblade. I think it's Senua's Sacrifice is what it's called. I do want to do those. And May 9th, which is like 3 weeks away or so, the next chapter in Life of Strange 2 comes out. So definitely I'll be doing that. So at the latest, that's what you're going to be getting from me. But I am hoping to do those other two. Oh yeah, then also with the finishing of Telltale's Walking Dead, I do want to do the entire series beginning to end. So that'll be quite a bit of content there. That's like 4 seasons, 4 episodes a season. So yeah, like 16 episodes we'll get. What's going on? Aww. Is that it? Edith, Milton, Lewis. Okay, we got everyone else. Alright, so we got the full family tree. Nice. Nice. Alright, so again, that was What Remains of Edith Finch. Even if you watch this, I still highly recommend you get this game and go and play it yourself. I think it's like $20, so it's not that bad. And I'm sure you can find it on sale somewhere, but definitely get this. Definitely play it yourself. It's probably way better than watching me play it and bumble and stumble my words through it. But anyways, that's the end of this for me, and I will catch you sexy beasts next time. Remember, stay hydrated, and I will see you later.